And I'm still doing shit that'll make somebody call them. I know money isn't everything, but having it feel awesome. Not a stain on them, clean, awesome. Living Steve Austin. Hit the weed coffin, ironic, don't hit the tree off. But I make paper ballin' in my ice like Daryl Dawkins. This and B posting locking, I feel like nobody on it. Keeping it 100 till the day I'm at my funeral. Catch me running through the green, I'm Troy in High School Musical. Pocket watching how your
All right. Let's get closer to the mic because we only got one mic. Technical difficulties this week. So
one mic.
This week we don't really got a lot to say. Niggas tweaking. We got a little episode about and kind of dedicated to Kobe. I guess we can do what everybody else is doing. I don't mind it, and do a 24-second moment of silence real quick. Mm-hmm. Ready? What time we at right there?
Let's go to where we get to 10. All right.
All right, so as we know, just a week ago today, Kobe Bryant died in a helicopter crash. All right, we not here to really talk about whether the helicopter should have been flying or not that day. We not here to really talk about if the Illuminati killed him, because that's, to no surprise at all, is starting to pop up. People with the conspiracy theories. Just here to talk about what I like to call the objective celebrity eulogy. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
The objective, with air quotes, celebrity eulogy. Where, when somebody die, like when you go to a funeral, right?
Uh-huh.
And the pastor is doing the eulogy, they just reflect on the good parts of the person or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Man, we all know that nobody is perfect, right? But when it's a celebrity, especially if the celebrity got some dirt in their past, I'm talking more about, I know when I approached you with this subject, I was talking more about the media part of it. And you came at it from more about the part of, I don't know, motherfuckers on social media. I won't say fans, but I'll say people on social media, right?
Yeah. Like immediately after Kobe was dying, you got all these motherfuckers talking about, oh, it was a conspiracy theory. Oh, he was killed by the Illuminati.
I ain't talking about that shit. I'm talking about the people. I'm talking about the people who took the time, which, it's your prerogative to point out the rape case. Mm-hmm. Like, I was watching some coverage. I can't remember what network. And the motherfuckers was talking about his career and all that, talking about how he was as a dad after his career was over or whatever. And then they had to throw in the little part, just because the media got to seem objective, just because you couldn't look like, and not all, a lot of media places didn't do this. A lot of media places were just flat out on some straight up non-objective, just emotional stuff, which I can respect. But I was watching some coverage from a few places, and they had to go to the part, now he was a flawed person, or he wasn't a saint, or he wasn't a complete angel, or he was flawed. That's what they kept saying. And then they would bring up the fucking rape case. Like, we didn't all see it. Like, and this ain't some shit that I'm talking about specific to Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm talking about this in the case of when any famous person die. Like, when famous people do shit, it's in the public eye that we see it all the time. Right? It was the same way when XXX died. And Vic Mensa jumped out the window to remind everybody of his domestic abuse history, right? Mm-hmm. When Vic Mensa got his own domestic abuse history, and he shouldn't be talking. Like, I'm not here to condone whatever the fuck these niggas may or may not have done. I don't know. I know Kobe case got dropped. I don't know if it got dropped because the victim or the alleged victim dropped it, and then she just went and settled for the civil case, which she got a settlement for. Mm-hmm. I don't know if the prosecutor dropped it because of lack of evidence. I don't know what the truth behind that is. But one thing I do know is that he had the allegation, right? And right after his daughter and him died, right? Hold on one second. We can do that one, yeah. All right. But right after him and his daughter and 7 other people, a man's whole family, just about him, his wife, and his daughter, died in a damn helicopter crash, the pilot too. You don't have to remind me of his rape case at that time. Yeah. I was there alive and well when the rape case was happening. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Anybody who won't alive and well when the rape case is happening probably ain't even in that fucking... They probably don't even really care about Kobe. Saying anybody who's so young that they want old enough, they want 6, 7, or 8 years old and old enough that they know about it or at least heard about it as a young person, they probably don't give a fuck about LeBron and Anthony Davis and motherfuckers like that. Like, that's the generation they in. They probably looking at what Zion Williamson is doing and probably ain't even really familiar with Kobe as a basketball player. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we know that he had the rape case. I'm not sitting up here trying to cape up for a rape. But I'm saying you don't have to prove to me that you objective by reminding me, oh yeah, Kobe was great as a basketball player. He was a great dad. But, oh, remember, he might have raped somebody. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, that's what I was seeing. Even on ESPN, I didn't read this shit. I just saw the headline. I'll admit it up front. But a fucking article. Now, granted, this wasn't on the day he passed away. This was like later down in the week. I'll give him that much. But an article centered around the prosecutor of the rape case. Talking about the prosecutor of Kobe's 2007 case on the case that linked them together. Nigga, what are you talking about? I'm sure Kobe didn't give 2 fucks about that nigga after he was done. They ain't linked together. They had a moment in time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You. Maybe they became friends after that. I don't know.
I just feel like when like a celebrity dies, I feel like the people around it are going for the complete wrong reasons afterwards, you know? Like, you could even jump as far as like how people are now selling Kobe Bryant shoes for ridiculous prices because he died when they weren't even going for that much money.
Yeah, bro, you know, you knew that was gonna happen. Hold on a second. I know that person.
Wait.
But yeah, you knew that was gonna happen, bro. Nike knew it was gonna happen. That's why they halted all sale of his stuff. Mm-hmm. They halted that shit. And at least in the article I read about them halting it, they expressly said to stop resellers from boosting his prices. Mm-hmm.
But it's to the point now where it's like the shit is already happening. I mean, you can, even on like the little shoe sites and stuff, mm-hmm. Every Kobe's are going for $500-$600, $800. I mean, and this ain't even the Kobe's that's like limited edition. I'll give you, okay, if you get some like Christmas Kobe 7s, you pay about $400, but regular Kobe's, no. But I feel like it's just a lot of people using using his death for the wrong reasons.
Right.
Why can't you just mourn without having to have your big break? And I really wanted to, I know you probably want to talk about different things, but I really wanted to say fuck TMZ for what they did.
Yeah.
Because, I understand that you want to keep your company going, and I understand that you want to, have that big story that, everybody is known, known for, right?
Mm-hmm.
But how the fuck do you clear this story, put it out before you even inform Kobe Bryant's wife, his family, before you just go off and she found out Kobe died from a post, bro, a TMZ post. This because they released that shit before the sheriff's office could even inform the wife about it.
Bro, this is what it is. TMZ don't give a fuck.
They don't.
Bro, TMZ are their own shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Say you are Adrian Wojnarowski, right? The NBA insider for ESPN who knows almost fucking everything that's happening in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
He probably knew this had happened before everybody. He can't just go say it though. He got to clear it with ESPN. He got to wait until they say it. He got to check with sources. He got to call around. He got to wait until ESPN tells him it's okay to send that tweet out.
But TMZ ain't got to do that.
TMZ ain't got to do that shit because to their fucking core, they built around putting it out there first. Almost to the extent where they done fucked up before and reported that Lil Wayne died when he was still well and alive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he might not have been well. I think it was around the time he was having seizures and shit. But he was not dead, apparently. We got a shitty new album out to prove that he was alive and well at the time. But TMZ did that shit, but they don't give a fuck because they based around, TMZ is one of them companies that exploded in the internet age, in the social media age, and the social media age is not about being right and it's not about being fucking
credible.
Credible. That's the word I'm looking for. It's about how many people you can get to click on your shit. That's what it's all about. That's what it's gonna always be about. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
And
that's exactly what I wanted to say, but it wasn't gonna come out that way.
This is what you was telling me. This is what you was talking about, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I brought this topic up to you, I was looking at it from these motherfuckers that's trying to keep their credibility on TV. Motherfuckers is on CNN and ESPN and shit like that, who had to tell you, oh, yeah, he was this as a basketball player. He was that as a father. He was this in the community. He made animated movies. He won Oscars and fucking Emmys and all of that. But he was flawed. Remember, we all flawed.
We all are.
But they had to do that shit so they can look credible.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I say in air quotes the objective celebrity eulogy. They have to do that shit so they can look like they ain't trying to just cape up for Kobe. But when it came to Kobe, he was so large that a lot of entities did just cape up for him and not really go for that remember the rape case angle. Mm-hmm. But once I saw it happen, and I saw it happen in a few places, I was like, yeah, I want to talk about this because my nigga, you can remind us that he did that, bro. But number one, Kobe already got the charges purely dropped. They didn't even bring him to trial, or if they did, they reject or they withdrew the shit, right? Mm-hmm. He did pay a settlement. You can say about that what you will, but the thing about it is he's dead now. Nothing that you can do or say, or nothing that he could have went through in life You know what I'm saying? Is worse than what the result was at the end of his life.
Yeah.
Nothing you can say about this rape case. No punishment he could have served for this rape case if he did do it, or if he had got convicted. Like if he raped the woman, like I'm not here to victim blame or none of that shit. If he raped that woman, he was dead fucking wrong for that. And if he really did do it, he deserved punishment. But he dead now. I don't give a fuck about hearing about that.
And I mean, it's kind of similar to the same shit they was doing with like Michael Jackson.
Oops.
Like the never leaving Neverland shit.
The leaving Neverland.
Yeah, the leaving Neverland shit.
I don't care what nobody say. I don't even believe them motherfuckers.
But that's what I'm saying, and it's similar. I would hope that they didn't do this, but if something comes out to where they do something to try to make it seem like if this woman come out and she want to do a documentary now that Kobe's dead and she want to talk about that rape case, and that's the type of shit that happens now.
Yeah.
So I'm just getting that I'm tired of people taking these big deaths and making them into like some type of fucking lucrative opportunity, you know?
That's right.
I mean, Michael Jackson, that's one. Aaron Hernandez.
Aaron Hernandez is a whole different fucking story.
I mean, but he's dead though. That's what I'm saying.
But they was this shit about him. All the shit we see about him. This shit I feel like would have got made with him still alive.
Yeah. Yeah,
bruh.
He just would have been getting interviewed.
I think all the shit with his stature, the fact that the stuff that he did was in such a close proximity to him getting a big ass contract and playing in the Super Bowl and all of that. I think that if he was still alive, they would have still made the interviews. I mean, the documentaries about him. With this. They covered the hell out of this Kobe Bryant rape case. I saw this shit all the time.
I mean, but in me, I can't really comment on the rape case because I personally don't know about the rape case. Because how old was what year was this?
You might have been like 8 or 9 when this happened.
I wasn't even thinking about that shit yet. I wasn't even really fucking with basketball, but it's just sad still.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is the thing that I know. I mean, it sounds like I'm repeating myself and shit. At the point in time where he died, like I was saying, ain't nothing that he could have went through if he was guilty and if he got found guilty that was worse than fucking not only dying, but having your 13-year-old daughter crash and burn with you. I don't even know how that man's soul can rest.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I don't know how his soul can rest because, mind you, he been doing this helicopter ride thing for years to beat traffic. And that's part of his normal routine. But his soul got to know his soul got to feel, if you believe in the afterlife, his soul just got to feel like, man, if I had only took the car. Or if I had only sent her in the car and I was the only one on this helicopter that crashed. If I had only took the car.
And I mean,
like that's what his soul gotta feel.
And even with you talking about that, let alone was Gianna was on that plane, his daughter.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm saying. It was 6 other people on that plane with him.
It was
seven because the pilot. So it was 7 other people on that plane with him. So it's like it's like damn, like
yeah, bro. And that's probably not the first time they all did this.
No, it couldn't be.
Probably ain't the first. Because it
was the coach. It was 3 girls from the team. So they probably been to practice. They probably been on that plane, and it was the family members and a coach and the pilot.
No, the coach was one of the dads of one of the players.
No, it was a woman coach too. She coached the team.
Oh, okay.
She
I
was
thought
like,
you were talking about the baseball.
nah,
coach.
I know the dad was the baseball coach.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, how can this man's soul rest knowing that if he just didn't get on the helicopter, not him. I know his soul would be at peace if his daughter didn't pass away too.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't see it. Like, when I don't get emotional about shit, but when I was looking at it, like when I was looking at the Lakers tribute to him the other night and shit, I was looking at it. I was like, yeah, this is nice. But when I saw the part that him, when he was coaching her and she was playing in the game and he was standing there coaching her on the sideline, bro, that shit was the saddest shit that I seen from this whole thing. Like, and magnify that across the other children, especially the man who was there with his wife and daughter. Like, that shit. That's what
Not to mention, if you want to speak about that family, the baseball coaches and his wife and daughter, is 2 older kids that they left behind.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's like, it's so much pain and hurt that comes from this.
It's so much of that people, I just don't feel it necessary to sit up there and try to tell us, yes, all of this great stuff, but do remember the time he fucked up. Do remember he cheated on his wife. Do remember. Because I seen niggas talking about him cheating on his wife and try to frame it as a positive conversation. Try to frame it as, oh, they love was so strong it withstood it. Right, you ain't have to.
If you didn't even have to get to that point.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, I don't know. Even from people like making, like, and then you got heartless motherfuckers out here. Cause
tell them about them social media clickbaiting horror motherfuckers that you showed me.
Oh, the one. I gotta look at that one again because I seen one nigga who made like a fucking image of like the Grim Reaper shooting a plane and saying Kobe. Like, this shit is not funny. No, it's no way you can put this to make this shit funny.
I seen white boys on TikTok acting like miming. They said Kobe. They labeled each other Kobe, the pilot, and Gianna. And they was miming themselves going through a fucking helicopter crash. Miming it, I mean. Like, so these clickbait horror social media motherfuckers, and then you sent me the screenshot of the nigga who was like, he hoped that his daughter burned and he could hear her screaming and all that shit.
Yeah, I remember that one. But it's just the fact that motherfuckers really will do anything for a fucking like, a share. He said, this is what he said.
This is
rapist. Quote. I quote what he said. Rapist. LOL. Karma is a bitch. Shouldn't go around raping women and bullying children on social media. I hope his daughter screamed as the fire burnt her body and Kobe watched helplessly. The only bad thing that his wife and other children weren't with him.
That's what I'm saying. Like, nigga,
this was said by some nigga on Facebook named Marcus Rogers.
And the only reason this pussy motherfucker said that is for shit like this to happen.
Yeah, so people can talk about
it. This is it.
But I mean,
bruh,
did it even get, like, was with you saying that, what did that shit do for you?
It didn't do shit for him.
Except for get you a few thousand people who seen it and now they hate you. Probably a few fucking death threats. And literally about 5 minutes of fucking fame.
Bro,
because his fucking Facebook page got deleted. So What the fuck are you getting out of this now?
Motherfuckers like him don't even care about the death threats, bruh. They don't care about the death threats. They just want to be noticed.
Yeah.
And that's all they want. But like what the fuck are you even talking about, son? Like, let alone like, we don't know what happened with his rape case. We don't know what happened with the actual situation, whether he did it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, because as much as a woman getting raped or anybody getting raped, that is horrible. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
These motherfuckers make that shit up all the time and lie on people about rapings.
Yeah.
Bro. It's a fucking chick who had a dude. It's a movie out about him. I can't remember his name. Brandon something. He would have been in the fucking NFL had she not lied and said he raped her.
Or we can even go as far as saying straight like Sean Oakman.
Mm-hmm.
The linebacker from Baylor.
Right.
Fucking had a straight shot to the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
For lack of better terms, bitch lied on him. Fucking missed his shot in the NFL. Now that his shit was just a waste of time now.
Right.
So, but it's like you would rather lie and fuck this man whole shit up than to just, not you trying to get a few dollars. Like it's between
that's what I'm saying.
Motherfuckers just doing shit for clout, and then motherfuckers just really just trying to get a fucking dollar from anything they
not
can
to say
do.
that the girl did this to Kobe.
Yeah, not to say that. That's straight up what happened with the Sean Oakman shit.
The other side of it is that it could have not been true at all.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe could have, it could have happened, could have not happened. The charges got dropped. But y'all motherfuckers can keep y'all objectivity to y'allself when these people die, bro. These people die, talk about them. If they was a lifelong piece of shit, I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't hear nobody saying nothing good about Hitler, as they shouldn't. Fuck him. Like, even though it's some research out there that suggests some of Hitler ideas about how to run a country, like bits and pieces of it might have been smart, but nobody gives a fuck because nobody talks about that because he did the Holocaust. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, nobody is out here saying good shit about, I know this nigga ain't dead, but fucking Phil Spector, when he does die, you gonna have a snippet about how he was revolutionary in the music business and how he was one of the all-time great producers.
Mm-hmm.
But most of it, I would fucking imagine it's gonna be about the murders. Like, mm-hmm. That's what I would think people are gonna talk about most when Phil Spector kicks the fucking bucket. Alright? But those are lifelong piece of shits. Right? Everybody had vastly more good shit to say about Kobe than bad. But the objective folks, just to let you know, I'm not biased. Remember, he raped that girl that time. Like, just to let you know. Remember, he called a referee a faggot once. Just to let you know. Remember, he did that stuff. Man, what the fuck have you done, motherfucker? Before you get up there and sit up there on the TV talking about the wrong shit other people did, look at your fucking face in the mirror and tell us what you've done. Like, that's exactly all I really got to say about it.
I mean, I just wanted to tell these bitch ass niggas out here trying to get some clout off of the death of Kobe to stop with this fucking bullshit. Cause this shit ain't gonna get you nowhere. Especially when Kobe had real fans that's really mourning his death, Mm-hmm. I don't know. The shit is just weird to me.
Well, let's get a quick discussion about this Tyler the Creator shit, because I like what he did to the Grammys, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like what he did to the motherfuckers. he came out there holding his Grammy, and he basically told them motherfuckers he's sick and tired of them niggas doling out participation trophies to black people.
Yeah.
That's what he did. He said one side of his mind is grateful he got the Grammy, but his other half is like, but you had to add that, urban contemporary. Oh, but this is a rap Grammy. What the fuck even is urban contemporary? That's the fucking section they give the black people so they don't have to have them motherfuckers taking pop awards away from white people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even the Latin shit is even worse, dog. Oh, shit. What the hell? Is that a phone or an iPad ringing?
iPad. Oh, wait. No.
All right.
Shit was bad on here. I had this shit upside down. All right.
Back to what we were saying.
My dumb ass. But,
It happens.
it happens.
All right, so the Latin shit, when I was listening to a video on YouTube from like the needle dropping shit, and he was recapping the Grammys, the Latin shit had like 50 different categorizations under best Latin fusion, jazz, R&B, pop, traditional. They had albums from damn near every genre. My nigga, just to say, here go y'all Latin people, here's y'all participation trophy. Whichever one of you motherfuckers had the best of whatever, here you can just have this and they'll get the fuck out of here. Mm-hmm. That's basically what the Latin shit was about.
Yeah.
The urban contemporary and best rap sung performance, and let alone when they find a way to be able to sneak some fuckery into it.
Like what?
Like when they gave that fucker Macklemore rap album of the year over Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Macklemore, a fucking joke. Somebody who didn't endure. A fucking person who made gimmick records. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
Then they gave Kendrick his participation trophy when they gave him the shit for Good Kid, Mad City.
What?
Not Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly. He got rap album of the year for that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
But Tyler, the creator, he just said he called the Urban Grammys category a politically correct way to say the N-word.
That's what I'm saying. I couldn't remember his exact quote, but I watched the video about like 3 times. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it was like, yeah, the participation trophy. They had Lizzo in them.
Yeah.
A bunch of them, because they knew they wasn't going to give her the Grammy over that little white girl, Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish, yeah.
From all accounts.
She won like 4.
She won like 5 or 6 of them shit.
Yeah,
all
like
accounts,
4.
her album
she
is
won
good.
4.
Her album is good from all accounts, bro.
Yeah.
I haven't heard it, so I'm not shitting on her to say she didn't deserve the award. But you knew Lizzo was again. I think the first hip hop album to ever win album of the year, not rap album of the year. I think it was Speaker Box Love Below, bro.
Yeah.
Nigga, when they first started the rap category, when Will Smith won the first one, they didn't even put that part on TV. And, you know, Will Smith won the first rap Grammy. Mm-hmm. With the I think it was for like summertime, I believe. They didn't even show that shit. He just got it, bro.
And then
like he just got this shit. This shit
they gave it to him on a commercial break type shit.
They might have sent that shit to his motherfucking house, bro. They might have told the nigga, don't even come. Nigga, that shit'll be in the mail. But I know it wasn't on TV. Like, and I like the fact that Tyler, the creator, called the motherfuckers out. I like the fact that Kevin Hart said, all right, you want to fire me, Oscars? Fuck y'all. I like the fact that Ricky Gervais got up there and told all the motherfuckers in the Golden Globes to go fuck theyself. Did you hear what the fuck he did? Bro, you gotta listen to that shit. You gotta listen to it.
What?
Go to the Ricky Gervais Golden Globe or Emmy or whatever the fuck it was. It was the Golden Globe from this year. His opening monologue. He told them motherfuckers go to hell. Right? He
This guy? I seen this.
Like he told the fucking
I seen this.
he told the motherfuckers, you ain't political. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So when we give you this award, get up here, get it, thank whatever God you pray to, and fuck off. That's what he said right there on the stage. That's what the fuck he said, son. He said, fuck y'all. Like, I'm out. So, I've been telling people forever to stop paying attention to these stupid fucking award shows, bro. Mm-hmm. These stupid fucking award shows. Stop validating that bullshit. So these motherfuckers can tell you what we think is best. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Them Academy motherfuckers don't matter. Them Grammy niggas don't matter. Nigga, we the ones out here supporting these music artists' careers and shit.
No cap, if it wasn't for the fucking fans and people, these rap artists and, bro, not even rap, fucking movie stars or any of that shit wouldn't matter, honestly.
What the fuck we think is the album of the year should be what the album of the year is.
It really should.
Bruh. The fuck out of here with that shit. They gave Nipsey Hussle a couple Grammys, which I'm glad about. He got 3, I think. Mm-hmm. Cause I know, did he get one for one of his own songs? That's the Racks in the Middle. So no, he got 2, because he got the Racks in the Middle, and then he got the one for DJ Khaled track, the Higher shit.
Yeah, with John Legend.
Mm-hmm. And they did that, and that was a nice little
gesture.
But if he was living, would they gave him them shits?
Probably not.
Fuck no, they wouldn't have, bruh. Fuck no, it ain't even no probably to it. So hell no, they wouldn't have gave him no damn Grammys if he was living. So the Grammys can go fuck theyself. Just like Tyler the Creator was trying to say without saying. Gave him a participation trophy. I heard his fucking album, and it ain't even a rap album, bruh. He won best rap album. He barely raps on it. Mm-hmm. Shit is more like a fucking... Igor is more like a fucking electro funk album, bro. Like,
yeah, it is. It's a funky ass album. It's a good album though. It's a good funky ass album.
I didn't like that shit at first, but
I
ain't even gonna lie. I saw his Grammy performance and that shit was kind of hot. Mm-hmm. I know he was singing some gay shit, but I don't care. Luther Vandross was singing gay shit too. To all you people who like him, he was singing gay shit. Like, but I liked it.
Yeah, it was good.
I liked it. The performance he put on for, what was the song he put on? The performance for, was it Earthquake that he did?
You make my earthquake.
No, it wasn't that. It was the one where he was saying Black Magic across the course. When it was like, when he was saying the song about him saying he had to take the dude's girlfriend out the picture so he can have the dude.
Yeah, it was Earthquake and New Magic Wand.
That's the one. That's the one I saw. He was up there.
It started off with Earthquake. It had Charlie Wilson up there singing.
I saw the shit when he was up there with the fucking weird ass suit on. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that the performance was kind of tight.
It was tight.
Yeah, so his album ain't a rap album. He rapped on like 1 or 2 songs that I heard. The shit, The Boy Is a Gun. He was rapping on that. But get out of here with Grammys with your bullshit ass participation trophies. Let's do the album review for the week.
Album review?
Let's go. You got the beats shit hooked up?
Shit. I can find it.
All right, pause. All right. It ain't loud enough.
I thought you were gonna talk.
Well, let's go. We out here.
Motherfucker, we back. Yeah. Late nights. Feel like the off season. Yeah. Feel to prepare, you prepare to fail. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Let's let him rap a little bit.
Listen, this right here feel like the off season. I'm still grinding, still smiling. I'm just glad to see my dogs breathing. I'm praying hard and shaking off demons. I'm trying to show myself the light this whole time and in the dark scheming. I bet I make a couple fans today. You gotta understand the young and bound to blow just like a hand grenade. No masquerade, this real life spit facts or it don't feel right. I'm real tight, my skills nice. I represent the feel right. I feel like my sound got that soul back. Give me all my everything on everything, won't hold back. I do this for y'all. Swear to God, I give this music my all. I'm still standing after losing it all. I never lose when I fall, cause I was taught to get back up again. I'm finna kill the game, but Lord forgive me for my other sins. My circle like a dot, keep it hot, don't need another friend. I took too many L's, but I won't leave without a fucking win. I'm coming in, crushing any nigga that think of theyself is competition. I'm one of niggas now, but trust me, you don't gotta listen. It wasn't too long ago when I ain't have a pot to piss in. Not to mention my mentor was far from optimistic. Painting pictures, this is my description. You got a vision when I'm saying, you hear me speak, but man, you gotta listen. Two different things I sing, words that bring an abundance of inspiration to those who chasing a dream. I seen all the negatives, obstacles get repetitive. Life is not what they said it is. Music became a sedative, better than most competitors, even when not competitive. Yes, it is me the king, everything is what you better give. My back against the ropes, but I still fight. Underground artist, I'm trying to see what that deal like. Tired of eating ramen, I'm hungry to get my meals right. 2-6 nigga telling stories of that feel life. I still write, I feel like my sound got that soul back. Give me all my everything.
Turn it down some. Alright. we reviewing right now. Villeboy Rand new album. Came out on January 2nd. From Azus. This one right here is called Season 2. Villeboy Rand, like, y'all don't already know we got history with these niggas, bruh. We some of the first, like, they some of the first independent artists we really started to cover like that. And Villeboy Rand, to me, is like, when it come down to their group, he like the street element of it, to me, right? That right there that you just heard is really more, is like the prime example of that. This album right here is 8 tracks long, and when you listen to an album that's this short, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. This type of album, let me approach it from another fucking angle. This type of album shows you why music is such a fucking art form, right? And why you have to really be, if you really want to make that good shit, you have to really be somebody that's dedicated to perfecting it and getting better and better and better with it every time you do it. You know what I'm saying? Because we already reviewed his album Late Nights, right? Yep. That was last year. Now we reviewing his album Season 2. Now Late Night had like 17 tracks on it, right? And Season 2 is an 8-track album. Why I say is it showed you why it's such an art form, because when you got 17 tracks on an album like he did with Late Night, you got such a wide scope of shit that you could fuck up over that much music, right? Over that much album, you got such a wide scope that you could mess up. And for him to come through on Late Nights time after time, for the other members of the group when they were featured to come through time after time, for the producers to come through time after time on Late Nights, and over 17 tracks or 18 tracks, deliver a stellar project, and then for him to take the opposite approach on this, have an 8-track album where you got so little room to fuck up. You understand?
Yeah, he straight up demolished this fucking album.
That's what I'm saying. You got so little room to make a mistake. Off an 8-track album, if you make one bad song, that's like 15% of the album is bad. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
To me, if you got a short album, like a let's say you got an 8-song album, right? If one song is bad, your album goes down from here.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't have a classic album on an 8-track album with one bad album. You automatically knock yourself out of that fucking
top tier
amazing album range. It can be a good album, but if you fuck up on a short album,
right,
one time, it's no longer a great album after that.
That's what I'm saying, and that's when you listen to this album and you hear 8 tracks, one after the other, of straight up fucking on point, laser focused music.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He knew that he ain't have no room for error, and motherfuckers didn't make errors, bruh. Turn this up right here. Cause I wanna.
In the morning, I hate it. I'm sick of you niggas that's so immaculate. Ain't really living the shit that you rapping and wanna be woke, but you don't know what's happening. Top in the morning and you if you tapping it. If it ain't as this, it ain't no comparison. No more distractions and no more collabing with none of you rappers. The jack in the style of a nigga that's capping on God.
Turn it down. That song right there, Adrenaline. You hear the way he was spitting with that aggression, the way he was spitting with that. If it's not as us, it ain't no comparison. Like, this is why I think picking production is a fucking art form too.
Yeah.
Because he was spitting that aggressive shit, and it sounded like that violin in the background was stabbing every fucking line into the listener. You know what I'm saying? It sounded like that violin in the backdrop of Adrenaline was just stabbing every line into the fucking listener. He had emphasis on his fucking spitting, and the fucking violin hit was the emphasis on the beat. Like, motherfuckers be getting a beat sometimes and just rapping over it and calling it a fucking song. But real artists put that shit together, you know what I'm saying? They take that shit and they craft what they gonna say around what the production is. Or vice versa. The producer crafts the production around what the artist is gonna say.
Yeah.
But picking production is a fucking art form. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's another good thing about this whole group, because they either know how to produce their own shit and make it fire, or they know how to pick what they know they gonna be able to make a fire fucking song over. You'll have to turn this up. This is the one with Kareem Tripp in it. Yep. Let's hear that Kareem verse.
Double the chips. Gold, they cold, the color a puddle of piss. I had to get this. I had to suffer for this. Legitimize my rise. Solidify my guys. Don't cross enemy lines. My niggas living to die. Feeling alive. Spinning the 10 and the 5. Vanity ties. Canopy high. Canada dry. Mixing the wine. Clan is divine. Can I divide? You niggas figment the eye. I can just tell by your eyes. I can just tell by your lies. Outside Al-Qaeda, dire. Might slide a fire, rip through tire. My dog got priors. Ain't I like a canine? Hoboken to Shanghai. Ho soaking, hoping the Trojan to break wide. I only with the waistline. Let's grind in the daytime. I don't gotta waste time.
That nigga be saying some of the wildest shit. Who the fuck is even thinking about Hoboken, New Jersey? Niggas a Hoboken to Shanghai. Hoes is wet, hoping that the Trojan to break wide. What the fuck? This nigga be killing shit, bro. Like this, man.
Every album review, I feel like I say the same thing, but I say it because the shit is correct.
You want me to tell you one thing I regret about what we've done, bro? I've regretted this shit about what we the fuck done since we've done it.
What?
Since I regret that we only looked at major commercial albums for our top 50 of the decade. Mm-hmm. That was a mistake.
I didn't want to do that because I've heard albums that aren't mainstream that were better than a lot of mainstream.
Bro, you want me to tell you why? At the time, my thinking was I was gonna do it that way, bro.
Why?
I ain't even gonna lie. This ain't no dick riding shit. This ain't no bullshit when it come down to it. Nigga, like 7 of these niggas' albums was gonna be on it, bro. Like they fucking discography was gonna take up like a whole 10 to 20% of the list. Mm-hmm. That's why
I respect that.
That's why I was like, all right, we can just look at it as the commercial albums that we haven't really touched on, because if we put a bunch of our independent spotlight people on that, people is gonna think we just did it just because we did them an independent spotlight. That's what it was. But the fucking list was our list. I should have not gave a fuck if somebody thought that, because it would have been like fucking album after album of they shit, bruh. Late night, motherfucking To Whom It May Concern. Both of William Pride's album, especially that other one he did. What was that? What was his latest tape called, bruh? A Light Tape 2.
Oh,
William
William Pride.
Them shits would have all been on there, bro. They would have had.
Hell yeah,
they would have had like 10 fucking albums on the damn albums of the decade list. Bro, I ain't want niggas to think we was being biased. So I was like, all right.
I really feel like as us, as a collective, as far as like solo albums and everything, their shit deserves to be on that list. Along with shit like Aaron May. Along with shit like Just Love Hall.
Did he do an album though?
Yeah, that the shit with Bugsy on it was the album.
Oh, okay.
But it's just the simple fact, like, they make good music. You can't be biased to good shit.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't be biased to good fucking music.
That's what I'm saying.
Tsunami Dave he was gonna be on my list.
We should have put them shits on there. We only took major, not commercial, major
And
label
I wound
albums.
up
That's
putting
all.
a lot of garbage on my fucking list just for the simple fact I had to find a mainstream album.
We only counted major label albums. We didn't even from those major artists, bro. We didn't even really use fucking mixtapes.
We
didn't use mixtapes, bro. All them bullshits that they put out as mixtapes and were selling like their albums, those were albums. Those were not mixtapes. Mixtapes don't cost fucking money, bro. Like,
exactly.
they don't cost money. Mixtapes are free, my nigga. Mixtapes. They was calling them shits mixtapes because them shits weren't cohesive. That's why. So they say put an uncohesive project together and call it a mixtape, and nobody won't have album expectations for it. That's
they
what
just
them.
they'll just think they about to hear some songs.
Yeah, that's but the real talk. I ain't even lying. That's one regret I real life had about the fucking list, bro. About that fucking list, I regretted not actually. I regretted excluding our independent spotlight artists from it. So we wouldn't look like we were putting. I didn't want us to look biased, and I didn't want they albums and music to be looked down upon like it's only there because these niggas have talked about it and communicated with these people. But we have communicated with a lot of artists. We didn't put they shit on our shit.
Yeah,
But we didn't like it.
we didn't.
And just tell them this not for us. Any shit that any albums in independent spotlight that we talk about have went through vigorous fucking listens. You know what I'm saying?
No, bro, I done had to listen to some songs at least 10 times on repeat to just make sure that I really fuck with this song.
And then on top of that,
And then there's some songs that I listen to one time and I'm like, this shit fire.
but when it come down to the As Us group, bruh, the only reason why every one of the fucking reviews you hear about, because we review their albums, it's a positive review, is because they haven't made whack shit yet. If we have to get up here and review an album from them that's not good, we will have to say it's not good. But they on the radar. Every album and every song they put the fuck out, we listen to. Like, for real.
Exactly.
Like,
Waiting for that shit. As soon as it drop in the AirPods.
so with this Villeboy Rand album, bro, with this season 2 shit, I want to get to a song that I love, bro. Go to the last song on the tape and turn it on. The Escape. I'm going to tell you why I love it in a second.
Drop songs, but how many moved the nigga? Was it over my head, or did I choose to listen? I talk about pain and how I done bruised the nigga. I speak on this everyday struggle and cruel conditions, and living my life in assumed position. Like how I'ma blow when I gotta wake up and go clock in. A reality set when I'm clocking out still don't mean nothing. The hustle don't stop then. Not if I wanna be better than most of these niggas, man, let alone top 10. Run out of my options, I'm trying to escape from my conscience. I feel like I'm boxed in. My fear of rejection negated my need for affection.
Let me tell you why I love this fucking song, bro.
Wow.
You saw how we listened to the rest of the album. Villeboy and basically everybody from As Us, but they all rap with their own flourish. Like, rap with a Villeboy rap with a certain aggression. He rap with a certain flourish. This song right here, it sounded like he really had something he wanted to get across, and he took it down and made it sound like a spoken word song, like he was. Like it was a piece of poetry or something other than a rap song.
And it's like he's flowing on the beat so well. Like the beat isn't no hype beat. This beat is a calm, mellow beat. He's getting his point across in a great tone.
Right.
Flowing on the beat perfectly. Went in there, got what he said what he needed to say, and he's out of there. He not wasting no time trying to do something like you know how I know that he's not ad-libbing nothing crazy.
Right.
He just straight up made a great song and finished the album out beautifully.
Right.
So it's like I can't be biased when the shit is good.
Took the flourish away. Took all the swag away from it and just talked to niggas at the end.
You, bro.
Talking about how the fuck how can he be top 10 when he still gotta wake up and clock in? Bro? Like, shit, bro. That shit speaks to people that's trying to get out from under that fucking system and make their own way. Bro, that shit speaks to me, because that's what we trying to do every fucking day, my nigga.
Exactly.
That's what we sit around. It might sound like we get up here and bullshit, but we sit around trying to figure out ways to make this shit blow up every day. My nigga, that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, about the Villeboy Rand album, nigga, I would just say the fucking artists from this group are still just fucking flawless with the execution. They still just are undefeated, never lost.
Never
like
lost.
that fucker Lonzo Ball, or not Lonzo Ball, what's his name? LeVar Ball be saying. Undefeated, never lost. And that's it. Villeboy Rand, season 2, a continuation of greatness in my fucking book. Looking forward to whatever they got coming next. So we can do the independent spotlight now. And then we can finish this shit up.
Bet.
Alright.
That was Villeboy Rand season 2. Great fucking album. I get that. That shit was perfect to me.
Yeah, bro, it's 21 minutes. No room for error. Of straight up execution. Every fucking thing he wanted to do, he did that shit well.
Okay. Independent spotlight. We got ItsOnlyBryce. Petty Boop.
They're like Betty Boop.
Petty
Except
Boop.
for this one is Petty Boop. Yeah, you was
Yeah, I thought I didn't want to say Bop. Like Petty Boop. Produced by Tokyo Yins. Let's go.
This guy's white.
Chocolate, that's you. Vibing off the juke. Molly, move, shit with different side of you. Go with that whole thing. Shorty, see my daddy, piping, cool. With me till my doom. If you wanna take my back from the rock, his shit, if you touch my chain. You cannot raise that jet, bitch, I'm going too fast in the spaceship lane. Yeah, they wanna around me, I got a recipe, whoa. Yeah, Hey, they tryna bring out the best of me, but they ain't getting the best of me, no way. Asking for what they say. Ooh. Riding with game, but gorillas up out of the zoo. Yeah, got a little pussy if I see him fucking with you.
Alright, hold on. Okay. You know how we just talked about all that? We listened to the songs before, right? I knew this was gonna be good, so I didn't listen.
This is the first reaction.
This is my first
for
reaction.
you. I heard this already.
I already know about ItsOnlyBryce. I know he spits, but this shit.
This is what I like.
You can bitches ain't no blood up in my vein. Bitches sipping Henny at the motherfucking stand.
We gotta start videotaping this shit, man.
Chocolate, that's you. Vibing off the juice. Molly, ooh, show a different side of you. Fuck with that, with that. Shawty, she my daddy.
This song make me want to get so fucking lit that my fucking eyebrows fall off. What the fuck? This song is about to make me pop this Henny open and get fucked up, right? Yo, it's only Bryce, bro. Yo.
Yeah.
If you knew what that was, you already know what's about to happen.
This nigga. Oh shit. It's only Bryce done kicked the fucking Super Bowl party off.
We kicked it off. Sipping that shit like it's water. It's only Bryce. My nigga, that shit's fire.
It's only Bryce done kicked the Super Bowl party off. Got the niggas popping the Henny bottles
Popping
open.
the Henny. This nigga's a beast.
Anything is possible, y'all.
This nigga's a beast.
Bruh, the nigga went.
He's singing on it, rapping on it. The beat flowing hard as fuck. This shit is amazing.
But you remember last time we reviewed the ItsOnlyBryce shit? Last time we reviewed the ItsOnlyBryce shit, what was we listening to? We was listening to Yale.
Mm-hmm.
And then fucking, what's the other shit called? It was called Shiesty.
Uh-huh.
The one that got like 500,000 views on SoundCloud.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas was rapping their ass off, right? It was straight up hip hop rap flowing. Now the nigga done came through with one of them smooth shits.
Cap. This is what I fuck with.
Came through with one of them smooth shits, bro. With one of those fucking spaced out beats, my nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Make it sound like you just want to be riding in a motherfucking Ferrari 488 right now.
You Windows down, no top on the bitch.
You know, the motherfucking Roadster version with the top gone and shit like that, my nigga. Like, that's what that shit sound like.
Bruh. ItsOnlyBryce.
Bruh, them some other motherfuckers that be dropping straight flames, nigga.
That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
I ain't even gonna. I don't know if this is true, but it sound true to me, my nigga.
Mm-hmm.
It sound like my nigga Reezy the Spill Kid got his beat jacked by Lil Wayne from the album that Lil Wayne just dropped. Sound like they changed it a little bit, but Reezy the Spill Kid got a song called "Come Play." Reezy the Spill Kid is his ItsOnlyBryce partner. Mm-hmm. We heard about ItsOnlyBryce from talking about Reezy music.
Mm-hmm.
But and I got like 5 unreleased Reezy and ItsOnlyBryce tracks in my motherfucking phone, bro. I got like 5 of them shits. Y'all niggas gotta hear that shit when they release it, but I done heard it already. But that's besides the point. Why they leave? Why how do? Oh, that's what you get. You got bumped, yo slow ass.
What happened?
This nigga done hit Patrick Mahomes so hard that he hurt himself. Anyway.
Clapped him. Damn, he did clap that nigga.
Anyway, bro, back to what I was saying. It sound like for Reezy the Spill Kid song, "Come Play," it sound like that I Don't Sleep shit from Lil Wayne new album stole the beat from Come Play by Reezy the Spill Kid. That's what it sounded like to me. Sound like they took it, they tweaked it a little bit, but it sounded like they fucking took his beat. I don't know.
We don't know, but that's what the fuck it sound like.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm probably not.
You're not.
Anyway.
I highly doubt it. But
let's keep it Texas with the independent spotlight. We're gonna talk about this boy, R.I.P Tony. He got a new track out, and we gonna talk about it. You know why? R.I.P Tony make good fucking tracks, and he just started rapping like 8 months ago.
You ready for this one? Dior Damage.
Is that the one?
Produced by Woodpecker.
Is that the one? Let it go.
This one.
Play that shit.
Man, it's been a long time, man. We back in this bitch. Man, it's been so long, I feel like I don't even know how to do this shit no more. Shout out Woodpecker. Man, making these beats for real.
It sound like something out of Desperado, bro.
What it doing? Yeah. What it doing? Yeah. Slay. Yeah, the Dior is doing some damage. Got a bank account up through the roof. All these drugs that I can't even manage. No more pussy streets sticking the booth. Got my girl drip up out of this planet. Rushing them at the bottom of shoes. Yeah, this shit for the real, you can't plan it. For the narrow, yo, watch how I move. I got some rickety racks, yes, out of the bank. I got this rickety rack, yes, right out the.
What happened?
Oh, that shit loaded and shit.
What the fuck?
Bro, this ain't never happened to
The
me.
Wi-Fi have cock blocked our good music vibes.
You got some rickety rack, shit, the whole stank. Roll me a pound of that gas, roll me a pound of that dank. Yeah, come suck on my privates. Baby girl, I don't want no excuse. Doing this till the jets on the private. Smoking gas till we letting it loose. Brand new coupe, yeah, I'm letting you drive it. Get some nitrous, we'll give it a boost. Switch a lot on high.
All right. Let's just talk.
Fuck you, phone.
And the Wi-Fi fucking up our vibes. Man, that's R.I.P Tony right there. You know, R.I.P Tony. You know what I like about his music though? Everything that we talk about, it always got that nice swagged out, mellowed out, but kind of upbeat shit. And he be saying funny shit in his music. Bruh, he said, suck on my privates.
Yeah.
On my privates. When I be listening to him, I remember the last time we reviewed one of his tracks, it was like that fucking parody. That mumble rap parody, that shit. And then he came through that shit spitting. It's the same way with this. And I like, you know, he's from Texas, right? And Texas has a strong, like, Mexican culture down there. Texas and Southern California got a strong Mexican culture. I fuck with the flourishes that those fucking guitars was having across that fucking beat. I fuck with it. Like the Wi-Fi shit is stopping us from being able to really give our full reaction to this track, right? You know what I'm saying? But this is Dior Damage by R.I.P Tony, you know what I'm saying? A fucking another great song from him.
Great song.
And I got one in the inbox that I'm keeping in the chamber for the next time we do the independent spotlight.
With that being said,
instead of watching the Super Bowl, I'm about to be driving an hour back home.
About to watch the Super Bowl, eat me some chicken wings and spinach dip, and I'm about to get lit as fuck on this good Sunday evening.
Mamba out.
Mamba out.